Hello my wonderful Trails fans, welcome back to our next episode today. And let's see, so we've got a couple of people to talk to before we continue our investigations. I'd just like to take a moment and listen to the music here as well. I love some of these old JRPGs music, especially for nighttime. They're always just so calming. Ugh, Shara, please. I can't take another. Poor chap's having nightmares. Lloyd is staring at an open map. It appears to be a map of Valeria Lake. There are hardly any structures on the west side, and I didn't get many bites either. And all I'm getting on the east side are small-sized fish. The Guardian probably won't appear in either of these two places. Guess the best thing I can do is to continue fishing from the shore. My mother seems to be enjoying the atmosphere. I was the first person to recommend this inn to my mother. Now she invites me to come here with her every year. Good evening. Seeing another group of lodgers is something I enjoy. I'd love to keep company with you if that would be alright. Are you going out? If you're going to fish at night, you're going to need an ornament light or you won't be able to see. That gentleman with you seems to have drunk a lot. Is he going to be alright? If you would like, I can bring you some water. Let's see, I'm trying to remember where we need to go. We might need to go over here first. Or I guess not. I think that maybe we just exit out. We don't need to head to the road just yet. Let's first start by heading around to the pier. Oh yes, that's where we go. She's talking about this pier because I just went to the other one. Oh, I had to walk to the end of the pier. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they'll really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's the possibility we'll be seen and they'll take off. Since the Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right, so where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. So if you hear a bit of a jump in the music there, I just had to re-record the end of that conversation because for some reason it decided to skip past about 2 or 3 dialogues before I could even read it. We should be looking for a place to monitor it, so that's probably going to be a tree or a bush around here, I would think. Oh, maybe up here. There we go. It looks like they came. Well, it looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Ah, wait for me, Kyle. Should have known it'd be them. It looks like they're headed for the far pier. I wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. I should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kind of scary. No doubt about that, they are quite the clandestine bunch. But there's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Don. This seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying too. Hey Kyle, Don't you think Don's been acting a bit strange recently? It's just not like him if you ask me, you know, the whole hijacking of airliners thing. While I admit it was lucrative, now we've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying braces are now involved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Don has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with the bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. If things are getting too tough for you, you're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. It shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although admittedly, it is a bit colder than La Belle. Do you think you could just treat me like a kid? I'm not going to get angry. I'd like to see you get by without me. What with your crud cooking and all? Not to mention the laundry. Do you really want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? Okay. I see your point. And I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now, getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to just keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. And I'd like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up? That's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like this. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to those other guys too. He might have gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy and he? That's certainly a good question. Huh? What's that over there? What's what? It looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. It looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? Huh. You could have come a little early for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now, if that displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apology. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already, we don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously? We're going to get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Academy, the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they've figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We've received reports that members of the Bracer Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into the temporary shelter by chance. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we just storm in, shoot them all, let Adio sort them out? I've got a much better idea. A better idea? These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandits airship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see. Take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think it's a good idea too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We've got to get out onto the road and start looking for that airship before they finish their meeting. Alrighty, let's go find an airship. Can't be that difficult to find, right? The party took to the road in search of the location of the airship. And... so they've parked in front of the Amberl Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. So what do you want to do, Shara? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things. But there's more than double their numbers since the last time we encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. So how about we take them all on at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Keep it down, or they're going to hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila, I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think I hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you enjoy all the fun yourselves, right? I had just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came running from behind to catch up with you. I guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have had you down all that brandy at once. You'd have put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Shara. But anyway, fighting the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdued them all and managed to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. Well, there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk? Ha! Boy do I ever. Listen up, everyone. Okay. But if you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out. Hiyo, Josette. It's good to see you made it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. So talks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah, but we're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. So what you're saying is, yep, we'll be getting the ransom money within a few days. We'll finally be one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it! Sweet. Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Don. Alright everyone, pack up and let's get out of here. Roger that. The temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There is a south-southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 arg. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. It looks like the army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright. Lift off. Aye aye, sir. Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure that we can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. It looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah. I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Don first. Huh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. That's odd, I could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. Oh, it's pretty misty. Oh boy, am I tired. Ever since we came here, my night and day have been completely reversed. We've just got to tough things out a little longer, and then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. With Don as our leader, we can't go wrong. But don't you think Don's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kind of scary to talk to these days. How about you knock that crud off? If Kyle or Jessette heard you talking like that, they'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that... I'm sure you're just tired from lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you'd like. Ah! You're those... You're too late. Should be pretty easy battle. I think everyone pretty much gets a preemptive strike here. And yeah, he can't reach. So just go ahead and Aqua Bleed with him. Easy peasy. Whew, it looks like we were able to get in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. I guess we all have you to thank this time. But seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we'd just have to take control of the airship. And we would have had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior numbers mean nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivia, so you thought that far ahead, taking all these factors into account, huh? Not in a million years. Are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base. I think we would have been better off if you said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Nebel Valley. The Nebel Valley, like the one on the border of Bose and Rolent? Well, that explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height, which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. It looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much in getting in here. But anyhow, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We'll need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course your father, Cassius, too. Right. Understood. Alrighty, so I believe in here... Just gonna double check for chests. Don't think there is, but yep. So this is gonna let us rest. It's gonna be super handy. Gonna go ahead and save as well, just in case we have any issues with the dialogue skipping again. But let's go ahead and start exploring. Gonna go ahead and fight these creatures while I'm here as well. Let's see, what's gonna be the best thing here? Oh, they are weak against fire. Let's go ahead with the fire bolts. she'll get this out. See, these guys seem to be weak as well. Let's weaken that. She can attack that one. She can cast another area there. There we go. Got some decent XP. But there's nothing here to interact with. Found Scorpion. Don't forget to check the chest twice. This chest is already empty, you double dipper. Let's go ahead and equip that. I believe that is a weapon for Shara. Oh yeah. A battle whip with steel claw attached to the fall. Nice. Let's see. Just an empty room. Okay, so where are we here? Okay. This chest is empty. Makes you want to cry, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't want to miss out anything here because we will be. Where does this go? Okay. Yep, here we go. Jeweled ring. That's what we need for one of our quests. The chest is empty. How tragic. That's the item we need for the stolen ring quest. It's not a super amazing item. The work helmets are basically just as good as them. Let's see, I think this is a good room to save it at. Because this is where it gives you the option, which is going to get you some extra bracer points. The voices of some men can be heard. It sounds like some of the grunts. Shall we rush the room? And you want to choose Russian. Huh? Oh, you guys new around here? Like in your freaking dreams. Are these guys for real? But if you're not new here, then who are you? What? Are you supposed to be intruders? And the penny drops. Bingo! We're with the Bracer Guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. Forget that. We won't give up without a fight. Let's see. Nice of them to all bundle together. I'll go ahead and just use as many Hell Gates as I can. Nice. That was nice and easy. Oh, we even got a poison. Oh. Alright, now where are the hostages? If you don't start talking, there are going to be some serious consequences involving a whip. Do what you want with us. We're not going to talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second that you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. Yikes. They're down below. Some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. Now, where are your leaders, Kyle and Gisette, right? Forget it, lady. Do your worst. No one will tell you where they are. So the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell out your bosses, huh? I guess there's only one thing left to do. Ouch. Ugh. Holy Streggers. Sherry's as unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shara. And my whip would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. It looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. Alrighty, just double check. Don't think there's anything in here. Oh no. Trying to get a preemptive strike, I end up giving them a preemptive strike. Oh well, maybe I can turn this to my advantage. Is that mostly kind of tightly plugged together now? How's everyone else doing? That was pretty good. Let's see. Anything in here? Nope. There's some good XP to be had here, so I'm not going to pass up the opportunity. These AoE attacks are our best bet. May even just about get a level before we reach the boss. Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built, and it seems pretty ancient. It almost feels like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. I wonder if people used hidden forts like this one as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years, so it doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this is still around. The Great Collapse? The collapse of the ancient Sumerian civilization, which existed more than 1200 years ago. It's said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out. Oh, you mean like Professor Alba said before? I tell you what though, for being a place this hard to find, someone's got some seriously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention there are all sorts of monsters lurking around in here too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Shara? Just what kind of men are you hanging out with? Strager. The chest has nothing left to offer you. Let's go ahead and equip them to Olivia. Take advantage of our preemptive strike again. Yeah, really blowing through our AP at the moment. Found their assault. The chest is empty because you emptied it. Funny how that works, no? I believe that is a weapon for him. Yep. A large caliber hunting gun made by the Vern Corporation. And here we have a little hidden bracer quest right here. What's this? I'm guessing it's an orbal vacuum. It looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. Huh? What's this? There's something stuffed inside. Found black notebook. A notebook? Yep, that's what it looks like to me. But what's something like this doing inside a vacuum? It's probably something important. Let's hold on to it just in case. Yeah, good idea. Let's see, it's got a description I can read. A notebook found inside a vacuum in the Sky Bandits hideout. Nonsensical rows of numbers are written inside. So remembering what that NPC was talking about earlier, that's probably his notebook showing the funny goings-on he was doing. Let's see. Probably best to just use Firebolt here. Ooh. Joshua learned Taunt. Nice. Another one of those mad-looking creatures. Oh, now they're not all clumped together. Still managed to work itself out. Let's see here. I think we must be getting close to the hostages now. Double check what's back here. Oh, there's nothing back there. Alright, I'm just gonna save here. The voices of some men can be heard. I can hear somebody talking again. Shall we rush the room? Rush in again. Who are you guys supposed to be? Braces! How'd you get in here? It looks like the hostages are being held in the room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered quietly, or else. Don't kid yourself. Let's get them. Alrighty, let's go ahead and attack people in the groups again. Let's see, when is that gonna cast? Probably best to cast it there. Yep, except they're already starting to pile in. Look at that, that was almost perfect. But what's going on out there? It seems a bit loud for just an internal squabble. Is everyone alright? We're with the Bracer Guild and we've come to rescue you. Seriously? We're saved? We've taken care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We've been saved? I'm Grant, captain of the airliner Lind. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today. You could thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way... Huh? It doesn't look like he's here. Who? Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. This is everybody who was on the Lind, including crew and passengers. That can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Cassius Bright. I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left? Right, now that you mention it, there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City, and he did seem to have such a name if I remember correctly. What? But his name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled had we arrived in Rolen, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route and things were left as they were. So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if Dad had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, it looks like our question has finally been answered. How ironic. Now wait a minute. Then, just what is Dad doing? With something this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're as curious to know as I am, but thinking about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay. You're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We are now going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us. This is the first time I'd ever ridden on an airliner, and to think that something like this would happen. Oh, I'll finally be able to get home to Zeiss. Oh, have we been saved? I must be dreaming or something. Are you guys brazers? Are you going to arrest the nice guards? Thank you. More than myself, I'm glad to know Atget's been saved. Oh, I wonder what's going on with my store right now. Thanks for coming to our rescue, Bracers. Now I'll finally be able to return home. Those Sky Bandits ripped off everything I bought at the Bose Market. Make sure to get my stuff back, Bracers. Now I'll finally be able to get back to my travels. Being stuck here has put a real kink in my plans. All things considered, I'm surprised you were able to find and get in this place. Being a bracer must be a tough occupation, huh? Man, I thought this was the end of us for sure. There was something just not right about the look in that Sky Bandit boss's eyes. Thank you for saving us. All of the passengers are safe and sound, no one's sick or injured either. I'm pretty sure the Sky Bandit leaders are somewhere on the lowest level of this place. Be careful, all of you. After the way they ripped out the Lin's engine, I'd kept it in such good repair all this time. I'll never forgive them for that. I knew you'd come to save us. Thank you all. I'm glad that we're safe. But what happened to the Lind? We were blindfolded, so we never exactly saw what happened. Alrighty, and I think that's a great place to call the episode there for today, folks, just so we don't run too long over our usual runtime. But on the next episode, we'll get to do our fight against the Sky Bandit bosses. So thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you know when the next episode comes out. And I will see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.